Yeah, viewers all over the world. For some of you that are seeing me for the first time, call me Ogbuefi Ezeana ugochitubelu na Oraifite, or you call me Akajuko. I'm an ancient high priest. Abụ m onye isi nchụaja na ugochitubelu ọdịnala temple. Anyị na-agba afa miri emi, deep consultation, and other spiritual works. I'm also a priest in Ordinary Restoration Evangelical Mission and an evangelist. So you can call me a priest or evangelist. I will answer. My mission is to help people live better life. Today's topic is respect and spirituality. Yes, respect and spirituality. I'm here to tell you now obedience is better than sacrifice. I'm here to tell you that if you are practicing spirituality and they lack respect, you are going to run into problems. Yes, respect is one of the essential virtue that you should train yourself with. We were told, according to that allegorical story in the Bible, that Satan, Lucifer, the morning star, was chased out of the paradise because he disrespected the constituted authority in heaven. That is what we are told. So what is the lesson therein? The lesson therein is for you to understand that respect is reciprocal. And for you to understand there is in spirituality, the spirituality recognizes the hierarchy. That intolerance, if for any reason, no matter how good you are, or you believe that you are called one, or you are so special, or apple of the God's eyes, but this attitude of respect is lacking behind, you have gone. That is one of the reasons I'm telling you here that I'm crying because of what is happening in this generation. This generation is gone. It's only by divine intervention that can save. I remember when I was growing up. Yes, when I was growing up, once we see elders farming, doing their farming work, we don't even know them. But as children, maybe we are going to the stream, we see them, how we greet in our own dialect. We say, ne na omo. That is our local greeting back then. So those parents will respond, how kerkurumen, they must have seen our cake, the gallons. So some of them will ask you, my children, who is your father? Then I say, Mr. Okeke Okoli, and so on. They will be very happy and ask you to go and come back quick. You understand? So that is how we used to greet in those days, in 80s, 90s. But to my greatest surprise, now it's now my turn for children to greet me. I was discussing with one of my friends who happened to be a venerable. He told me how sad he feels too. Now during those our time, we used to greet our elders. But it's during this our own time for people, children to greet us. And we are told, I beg, avoid these children. Oh. You understand? So children of nowadays lack that respect attitude, which is so bad. That is why I'm so sorry about this generation. Unless by Chukwuoke intervention. But before we dive into today's lecture, important announcement. Don't forget that we are still in the month of March. Our group ritual is still ongoing. You can join us anywhere you are all over the world. Distance in everybody in what we do in the temple. Yes. If you want to contact me for anything, look on your screen. You see my numbers. My numbers remain 0805 7837 672 or 0813 8243 Now let's proceed. I'm here to tell you the importance of respect. Respect is a part of spirituality. You can't tell me that you are practicing Igbo spirituality or any spirituality at all, and you are not obedient. Obedience is better than sacrifice. And if you are not obedient, you can't be respectful. Yes, they are interwoven. He must be somebody that's very humble, respectful, and for you to be obedient. But if you are arrogant, disrespectful, you can never be obedient. So I'm here to tell you that being respectful is very important in the life of a spiritualist. Because if you are disobedient, it can even be that disobedient even to the word of the spirits. If you don't learn the importance of being respectful, respectful to human and respectful to the spirit is part of spirituality. Now, the greatest problem we are facing nowadays is this generation is a generation of particular concern. This generation is a generation that children does not respect adults now. And tell me, how will be their old age be? During our time, we greet elders, we greet our seniors, we respect them. But nowadays, children of nowadays will look at you, start from up, look at you to the top, to show disrespect to the core. And that is the problem. And believe in me, if you are respectful, people will always see you as a good person. But if you lack respect, believe in me, people will see you as irresponsible person. During that time I'm talking about, you will see children will see an elderly woman, elderly man carrying plenty load while coming back from market or whatever. We children nowadays will run after the man and say, give us, let's help you. That man in question, that woman in question does not even know who we are. And we say, mom, who are you? I said, we know you now. Are you not Papa Chidera? Papa Chidera. He said, but I don't know you. So we help him to the house. That's how innocent we are. But nowadays, some of them will not even greet you. I don't really understand where we're going. I'm pitying in next generation. I mean, in next 50 years, the spirit will go. Children nowadays, they will be looking at you, looking down on you. So, and that is not Igbo culture. That is not the spirituality we are practicing as Igbos and Africa. Africa is a race that has so much respect. Knowing fully well, knowing affairs is a real. And one good thing is that if you are too respectful, favor will always locate you. During that time, you can see a elderly woman coming back from market carrying plenty load. You come maybe as a young maiden. Mama, let me help you. You help the woman home. The woman will say, my daughter, who is your father? He mentioned Mas Okon. Say, we'll come and marry you, a good girl. Before you know it, you go and recommend one of your children or relative that is so one decent girl somewhere. Can you see what respect brought to her? But nowadays, children, even if you are even calling my daughter, come and help me, some of them will even ignore you. It's just one dirty old woman. I remember those days, you will see some people will say, let's go to what, there's one old woman that is living down there, let's go and fetch water and firewood for her. Do we still have these things nowadays? The answer is no. I don't know where we are heading. Young people are no longer respecting the elders. Now tell me how their old age will be. So I'm here to tell you that if you are a spiritualist or an ordinary adherent and they lack respect, you need to be retrained, because respect is part and parcel of Igbo spirituality. And if you lack respect, sometimes you will not even know when you insult the spirits. There are some of adages and stories we are used to those days. They will tell you that there is somebody that's a very respectful child. He was going to scream or going somewhere to fetch firewood. He saw one elderly woman and helped the elderly woman without knowing that elderly woman was a spirit at a certain place in his house. it's okay. This is my house. You can go back now. As the child wanted to go back, he now said, okay, my daughter, come, take this. If you go to your father's house, break the pot. And when the person goes to her house and break the pot, you now saw plenty good things of life. And the other envy woman now sending his own daughter to go inside the village where you see the same old woman. Go there with bad mouth and very saucy and rest of them. And what they gave to her is a pot full of happy, a scorpion and rest of them. So you understand? So respect will end you so many things. I have seen someone, a friend of mine got married to a lady. We went to a traditional marriage of a thing. But how this lady, we are not even at the venue of where we are going. We are still on the road, but how we at a stage we stop to get one or two, how do you get, respectfully answer questions and everything. We feel, oh, this lady is home. That is how my friend got interested in her. And before you know it, today as we speak now, they have 3 children. So what I'm saying you, being respectful will earn you honors. People will see you as a child well trained. But if people perceive that you are arrogant and disrespectful, people will already condemn you as untrained child. The same way is how the spirit will favor you if the spirit sees you as somebody that is respectful. Look at Abraham, a story. Abraham was sitting there in Sinobi. He saw strangers. I said, these people does not look like our people. He now called them. Then, my friends, come and sit down and rest. He respected them and called his wife, please, we have visitors, give them water. After giving them water, they now noticed that Sarah is childless. To cut the whole story short, they helped Sarah to have her own child. The lesson therein is respecting. And if you are not, it should be an integral part of you. Train yourself in that manner. If not, it's not like it's something you will camouflage because it's inborn in you. So, and again, I'm advising ordinary people, stop being disrespectful to consulted authority. Be it political class, be it your state governor, be it your elected person, there's a way you talk to somebody and it will make sense. They said sin is a approach and righteousness is not a lesson, right? Now, I can tell you that no matter how you look at your governor or you look at your representative politically, I can tell you that that person is exactly what the society look like. If we want to elect angels as our governors, our representatives, we ourselves must be angels ourselves. Because the representative, the elected representative is a product of the society. If the society is corrupt, believe in me, they will elect a corrupt representative. If society is a good one, they will elect someone that represents the state of the mind of the society. So you can't tell me that if the society is full of evil, corrupt practices, and you expect to elect an angel, it's not possible. So elected political office holder is a reflection of what society is all about. So if for any reason we made a mistake to elect someone that we do not deserve, what we have to do is to go inward and pray and change our attitude. By so doing, we will deserve better. So that in the next election, Chukwuoke will give us a better person. Now, if you think that your representative is not doing well, you back the person up by prayers, not by open confrontation. Because by open confrontation, you are looking down on the person's office. Don't be seeing the person as the person you know. Be looking at his office, what he represents. So, and that's the only thing that will make you to respect whoever that is in authority. Believe in me, it's the gods that put that person in that position. Even if you look at it that maybe the person used money to about the position, I can tell you there's some other people that has money, but they can't get it. So I'm advising ordinary people and everybody at large. Learn how to respect constituted authority, both by your action, by your utterances, by obeying. There is a way you obey somebody and you now come closer to the person and be able to advise the person better. Even if you have something nice to tell me, the attitude towards me might irritate me and I will no longer like to listen to you. Maybe you have a valid point, but the way the approach, the manner you are going after it might make me not to follow you. Yes. Do you know why I'm not following some certain individuals on social media? Yes. I'm not following them because of their attitude, their approach. Yes. There are some certain people on social media, I'm not following them. Even if I'm following them to know what they have going to say. But it's not as they are not my ideal models, because I don't believe in their approach. Yes. So what I'm advising you is respect everybody's religious faith. Whether the person I have in my family, I have some people that are still Christians, and I respect them. I'm a traditionalist, and nothing on earth will take me back to Christianity, because I have used to be one of them and I have seen it all. I don't want to tell you my experience in philosophy or theology or during my journey of priesthood. I don't want to tell you, because I can tell you I've gotten some certain experience and I have known deeper. Understand? So I don't want to start fighting. I know some religious faith that have actually helped me when I was building. Yes, I can't come openly to challenge them, but I know what and what that is not good. So what I'm advising you, that even if you are an ordinary person, respect other people that share different faith and conviction. You know how long it took you for you to accept ordinary. So allow them to take their time and respect their faith. So even if you don't like our political leaders, there's a way you talk to them. I understand that for the fact that Christians are ruling us, I understand that sometimes we may have a leader that will be more sentimental or try to dance it towards Christian faith. But confronting them in a bad manner is not the best approach. But don't make yourself vulnerable by doing those things that is forbidden. Let me stop here. If you have any question in today's lecture, or you want us to do the consultation for you, chat me on WhatsApp. Look on your screen, you see my numbers. My WhatsApp number remains 0805 7837672 or 08138243 Let us pray. Ekwem, ekwem, ekwem. Ekwem na Chineke. Ekwem na ọ dị ihe siri m ike ka Chineke na-apụghị. Ezi m ụzọ m ga-esi lụgbuo ya n'ihi na ọ mazuru ihe niile. Obi m siri ike na Chineke meworo m ya gazie. May the blessings of Chukwu be with you all. May you be protected. May you be blessed now and forevermore.